All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. All right, to Sonos up will lead things off against his old team. He is Shinmin Hyuk out on the mound. But yeah, I mean, Shinmin Hyuk has struggled a lot. He is 1-0 against Hanwha on the season with a 6.75 ERA against him. Does has not had a good season, a 5.03 ERA in 20 games, leading the league in home runs given up. As here we go, the first pitch is right down the middle, and it's 0-1. Looks like plenty of Hanwha fans made the trip. Looks like their cheer team actually made the trip this time, unlike the time that Kiwi went down there. And here comes a pitch outside, ball one, 1-1. Important to note, Shin Min Hyuk is not a guy that throws a fastball. He is. Oh, you did have them down there? It's the 1-1 pitch. Misses up high. 2-1. TV 나오면 할아버지가 영동 주신대요. If I come out on TV, my grandpa is going to give me some money, is what that sign says for those of you that don't read Korean. And that is lifted into center field. Chaewon Jun under it, and one away. Oh, Shin Min Hyuk is one of the only guys. I really was. I was very surprised that it's. Uh, it used to be that I called obviously Kim Gi Chong. Kim Gi Jong has his nickname of Pepe, but I used to call him two-run Gyeonggi because every game he always gave up 2 runs. It didn't matter if he pitched a third of an inning. It didn't matter if he pitched 4 innings. He always gave up 2 runs. I was very surprised that Hanwha. I was surprised that Hanwha did as well against Logan. Again, I don't think Logan is a very good pitcher. I think NC should have gotten rid of him at the break, but yeah. But they didn't. I think that's going to keep them from being able to make the playoffs. They just do not have a very good pitching staff at all. But I actually didn't even get to watch any of it, Stefan. I was I was sitting at work typing up report cards till almost 9 o'clock. As the 1-2 pitch, and that was rolled over. Second baseman Park Minu grabs it, throws over to first, and 2 away. As far as Shin Min Hyuk, this is the one batter that he has to worry about. 3 spots in the lineup, hitting 364 against them on the season, ladies and gentlemen. The that is the only the leadoff hitter hitting 309 and then 364 from the 3 spot in the lineup. Again, 3 spot in the lineup hitting 364. He gives 268 against him in the first inning. Yeah, but I have so many, man. As that is misses inside, ball 1. I ended up I type them up in Google. And it was 19 pages of report cards. 19 pages. Oh, that's Ito Yun. There you go. All right. Moon Bin lifts that one up. Right fielder coming in and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. Go. Thy Hanwha Eagles as We go down to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Quick 1-2-3 inning there for Shin-Min Hyuk. That'll be really important for him. Keep that pitch count down so NC's bullpen doesn't have to come out. Again, the NC lineup is very, very. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't get a name. I don't say his name. It's either shortstop or number 16. Arpo. 한국어로 입력하면 한국어로 써요 보여. All right, there he is, the legend at Time World. Yeah. Kim Ju-won leads things off, the shortstop before the old Dinos. And Father Time in attendance. Moon Dong-ju, 3.12 ERA on the season. He has pitched 3 games against NC on the season. He's only given up 3 runs in those 3 games, but he's 2-1 in those games. 156 against NC on the season. 17.1 innings. They're hitting only 180 against them. 18 strikeouts, 4 walks, 3 runs, all of them earned, with a .81 WHIP. Not just NC, but on the road this year. Moon Dong-ju has been an animal. A 165 ERA in 6 games. He's 4-0. He's given up 6 earned runs in 6 starts on the road this year, as that one is up and in and ball 1. The important thing for Moon Dong-ju is obviously the first inning. He had lots of struggles last year with his first inning. He's gotten into lots of trouble in the first inning, but has been able to get himself out of it in the games that I've watched him pitch. So in the first inning, opponents hitting 239 against him. So one of the better innings against him, is that is going to be hit hard, and that's going to look like it's going to drop in front of the center fielder, and then he misplays it. And there goes the no-hitter, ladies and gentlemen, as Moon Dong-ju gives up a leadoff single to Kim Ju-won. Hey, Armand. Again, runs into a ton of issues in the first part of the game, but has been able to get himself out of it. Again, Liberato messed up there on the play, but that brings up Chaewon Jun in his Doosan or NC Dinos uniform. He's one of the came over in the big trade with Kia. Yeah, Texas, a big league single. Kiwi, you rocking your Moon Dong-ju uniform as you watch the game, as that one misses up high, 1-0. 야구는 NC Dinos. Did you get yourself a summer uniform? And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Nope. Check over on first. No summer uniform. You're not a real fan. You got to get a summer uniform, and you got to get the eye black that everybody decides that they need to wear. Watching them both, Arpo. Keep us updated on the old Samsung Lotizna game. Yeah, they have not looked good this year. Oh, wow. Kim Ju-won took off, but turned around and headed back. Kiwi, I gotta get one of those uniforms. Those uniforms look amazing. And a swing and a miss there. The one they're wearing now with the pixelated numbers. And checks over at first, but not able to do anything. Oh man, I don't think they sell them. Oh, for Guangbokjo. Ah, there we go. Oh, they came out with a. Oh man, look at that one, Kiwi. Man, they have some amazing uniforms. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Chaewon Jun. And that is ripped into the corner. It's going to get down. Kim Ju-won has plenty of speed. So does Chaewon Jun. Chaewon Jun round in second base. He's going to head into third, and he is in there with an RBI triple. And Moon Dong-ju has found himself into some trouble early. As NC takes the quick 1-0 lead. Oh man, the regular one is sold out. Ah, of course. All sold out. All right, so Pak Minu. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to buy the NC uniform to go with my today's NC uniform. As Pak Minu looks at ball one, and that's going to be grounded to the first baseman, but it looks like it went off of his ankle. So that won't score another run. Oops, wrong side. Thank you, whoever that was. All right, it's the 1-1 pitch coming up. Pak Minu still grimacing in pain. Yeah, LG and KT are my two locks for the day. I will find one of these uniforms as that is rolled over. No, Hanwha as he fouls it into his ankle again. Does not wear the hitting shin guard. Infielder, so he's wearing low tops also. Trying to read his tattoo on his arm. I can't get over how amazing those uniforms are. Armand, do you read French? Because maybe you can translate it for me. All right. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2. Just missed there. Liking the high socks. Everybody loves bunts. As here comes the 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it into the dirts, and it stays 2-2. All right, sounds good. I'm sure I could look it up. Did he give up a home run, Arpo? All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch once again. Sets up at the chest, throws it over his head, but he swings and fouls it away. 156 on the gun there. 12 pitches now for Moon Dong-ju, and he still doesn't have an hit. Hitting a 429 in his career or this year against Moon Dong-ju. 3 hits. And quick calculation, 7 at bats, and that's gonna be another slap into the outfield. Moon Hyun Bin tries to play it and misses it. Park Min-woo is round in second, and he is gonna be into third base, and another triple. And another run scored for NC as they're up quickly 2-0, and Hanwha still doesn't have an out. Don't know if anybody is if he touched that or not. It was just a really bad angle. Oh, he did hit off of his glove. I don't know if I don't know what they're gonna score that. They may score that a single RBI with a 2-base error, but this is the KBO, so they'll probably say that he had to run, chew bubble gum, and wear a uniform at the same time. So they end up giving him. And Moon Dong-ju is not an outfielder by traits. He is a infielder, so it does not just not the best. There's no way around it. He's just not the best at playing outfield defenses. That misses outside to Matt Davison. Matt Davison has not played in many games for NC against Hanwha. He did play in the last series that I streamed of the two, and he did play, but he was just coming off, and that one is lifted up, and that's going to be trouble as it hits off the bottom of the wall. Iwan Suk misplays that, and that is going to be another extra base hit as an RBI double from Davison puts NC up 3-0, and those first inning woes continue for Moon Dong-ju. He has run into so many problems in the first inning. 239 against him. He has pitched much better recently, but he had so many troubles in the first inning multiple times this year where he just ended up getting out of it. Whether it was a LG manager calling for a bunt or whether it was a strange double play. So they do give Park Min-woo a triple there as he's getting taped up over on. Oh my lord! Somebody get them an athletic trainer. That is the slowest tape job I've ever seen in my life. With 3 outs, did he give up any runs though? He has to finish with 3 outs as Park Min-woo steps in now, DH in today. Still no outs. That is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, picks it up, throws over to first. And the 4-3 ground outs moves Matt Davison over to third base for Pak Se-hyuk. Sorry, Yu Sung. Finally, an out for Moon Dong-ju. Wow, 1-2-3 inning, Arpo? That's huge for Che Wan-tae. Yu Sung, another one of those guys that came over in the trade, and that's going to be another single up the middle and another RBI as NC takes the 4-0 lead. Yeah, since their captain Junjunu got injured, their offense has been awful. All right, Pak Se-hyuk, the left-handed hitting catcher, looks at ball one up high, 1-0. Already at 18 pitches. Fans that made the trip down to Changwon are trying to figure out how to get out of this. Maybe they should just bunt more, as that is a swing and a miss. Must bunt. Very important to bunt. As Kim Tae-hyun is the coach for Lotte, as that one is fouled away. Well, Lotte needs to quit bunting. Well, the entire KBO needs to quit bunting, but everybody in this stream knows that. All right, the 1-2 pitch over at first is Yu Sung. That one misses up and outside, and it's 2-2. 21 pitches now for Moon Dong-ju. The NC bullpen is not very good, but Hanwha's bullpen is also not very good. So Kim Gi-jung has Kim Gi-jung moved off out of the lineup, or out of the that is in the dirt, and it gives us our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we almost got through a full inning without one. Yeah, Lotte, I think, has the same issue that Hanwha's having, where their bullpen is so overused. They are just because their starters just didn't go deep into the game. Hanwha's issue is that misses outside, and that's going to walk them. Puts runners now on first and seconds. Yeah, Hanwha's issue is their manager constantly used the same guys over and over, even when they didn't need to be used. Lotte's issue is their starters never went deep into game. Or Yuji Huck. Man, that guy has been around forever. All right, Soho Cho steps in. So we used to have a guy that is going to be another liner into right field, though, as he will be 2 away. As coming up now, the number 9 hitter, meaning they have batted all the way around into this first inning. Well, but the thing is Steven, he could go 30 pitches in the first inning, 10 in the second, 10 in the third, 10 in the fourth. And that is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop over to his right, makes the throw over to third base, and the 6-5 putouts ends the inning Heads up play by the shortstop, and we will go to the second inning. It's all NC, 4-0 already. Rough first inning for Hanwha. Single, a triple, a double, a single, and an RBI. Rough. 25 pitches for Moondong Ju there. 4 hits, 2 left on. And that'll bring up back to the top of the order, or bring up the 4, 5, 6 hitters for Lotte, or for Lotte, for Hanwha. The thing is 4 runs. Yeah, it seems like a lot, but if I'm a Hanwha fan, I'm not real worried just yet. The reason why I'm not really that worried just yet is because Shin-Min Hyuk has given up more home runs than anyone else in the league. As that is a strike on the outside. Samsung up 1-0. And that was the one game I said, do not touch. Thank you. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Thank you. I'm going to write this down. Write it down here. Vive recte et live right and be happy. I think Czar is South African, the South African, what, yeah. I don't know. Stefan, what is the official name of South African Rand? Yeah. I kept wanting to say ringgit, but that's Malaysia. But thank you, Armand. I wish I could highlight that, but I can't highlight those chats. All right, says that's going to be a ground ball. Great play by the third baseman, but just gets fielded foul and stays 2-2. We got 2 South Africans in here. There we go. South Africans taking over the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. All right, no Shiwan, a 2-2 count now. Nobody on base, which means it's a perfect time for a solo home run. But ripped into the netting, and it's stays 2-2. And no Shiwan, 260, 273 against Shin-Min Hyuk on the season. I think right now, I was reading South Africa has the highest highest unemployment rate in the developed world right now. As the 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Pitch number 10 coming up. 9. Viva recte et guard. Gaude. Gaude. And that misses into the dirt, so runs the count full, 3-2. First full count of the day for Hanwha. Chaik sudero, jungyak sudero. Hit it behind the left fielder. Hit it behind the center fielder. Walk to first base because that's ball 4. And that's the first base runner for Hanwha today. That is ball 4. Stefan, you need more monitors. You got Hanwha game on one, my stream on another. You need the LG game on one. You need your cricket game on another. All right, it's Cheyenne Sung steps in. And the first pitch is in the middle of the zone, and it's 0-1. Cheyenne Sung, a 304 on the season, 17 home runs, having himself a solid season. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a beauty. Absolute beautiful pitch there. Ah. In Shinmin Hyuk, number 5 hitters do not hit well against them. 174 on the season are the number 5 spots in the lineup against them as they set up 0-2 as that leaks way over. Off the third baseman's glove, Noshiwan is going to round second and head on over to third. And they've got runners on the corner. Heads up base running by Noshiwan on a play that just should have been made over there at third by Soho Cho for a double play. But off of his glove, that's the first hit for Hanwha. And now they've got the ever clutch shortstop coming up. Uh-oh, I don't know. All right, the shortstop steps in now. No outs still. Runners on first and third. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 sets up way outside and misses there. And 1-1. That 0-2 pitch to Cheyenne Song was the catcher set up in the other batter's box, set up with his glove on the outside, on the inside of the left-handed batter's box. The pitch leaked way over as that misses up high. 2-1. And that is going to be a single into right field, and a run is going to score. And Hanwha cuts the lead down 4-1 on another hit as Shinmin Hyuk continues to run into troubles. All right, runners on first and second for Ito Yoon. And like I said, 4 runs is not a big deal against NC. Would not be a concern of mine against, again, Shin Min Hyuk, who has not pitched particularly well on the season. He has pitched even worse at home, ERA of almost 6 at home, but also, again, leads the league in home runs given up. But luckily, we're going to bunt here. Luckily, they're going to bunt as he pulls it back and it gets between his legs, nutmegs the catcher. And that's going to move the runners up. And now there's no need to bunt. Excellent blocking by Pak Se-hyuk as the ball just goes right between his legs. A squeeze down 3 with your 35-year-old captain on third. And that is going to be lifted to left. The left fielder makes the play. It'll tag up. The throw to third is going to be a sacrifice fly to the outfield. That's a huge, huge nutmeg that allows Hanwha to score another run. And just 1 out. That is a massive, massive error. Not an error, but a massive, massive pass ball by the catcher. Again, allowed both runners to move up. If he doesn't allow them to move up, you've got runners on first and second with 1 out, and it's a 4-1 game instead of 4-2 game. Che Jae-hoon steps up. First pitch is fouled out of play, and it's 0-1. A woman is enjoying some water, ladies and gentlemen, making sure she stays hydrated. And that's going to be lifted up. A right fielder coming in. You will make the catch, and that's 2 away. And that brings up the ever dangerous Iwan Suk. You never know which Iwan Suk you're getting for the day. Yeah, he's a guy that just gets on base. He plays every day. All right, Iwan Suk. He is capable of tying this game up, but not on that pitch because that's way up high in ball 1. Hitting 190 on the season. Well, yeah, and Che Jae-hoon was Yang Yi-ji's backup. And no. 1-1 now. Yeah, Che Jae-hoon was backup for Yang Yi-ji. Came over in I think 2018. As here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, but will get foul. Yeah, and it's 1-2. I'm trying to remember who I cannot remember there was he got traded for a utility infielder to Doosan. I can't remember who his name was. Samgyeopsal all around as the 1-2 pitch. He spins off the mound, fakes the throw back to second base, and number 16 will walk back. Probably upset that he had to walk. He prefers to drive. Now the 1-2 sets up outside. He waits on it, but fouls that out of play. And Shin Min Hyuk is not a fastball guy. Changeup 42% of the time, only 121 off of that. A cutter, 21% of the time, or sorry, 31% of the time at 132. Doesn't he throws his four seam fastball only 18% of the time, as that is going to be a shot into right field, but under it, and that will be 3 away. They got to walk a couple singles and a sacrifice to get to two back, as we will go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-2 NC. Could have been a lot worse there for NC. But at the same time, Arpo, Hanwha is going to have their leadoff hitter coming up to lead off the third inning. So neither one of these teams are particularly doing particularly well on the pitching aspect of the game. That's for sure. Yeah, this game is going to be real rough, I think. Is elsewhere around the league, Doosan's up 1-0 on Kia. KT is down early, 1-0 against Kium. LG's up 3-1 against SSG, and Samsung's up 1-0 against Lotte. No, the top of the third, Hanwha is going to have Sonos up, their leadoff hitter coming up. So both teams at this point have had plenty of base runners, as that misses inside, ball one. Kim Ju-won singled, scored a run in the first inning, came around to score on the Chaewon Jun RBI triple, as he not able to catch up to that one, and it's down. Thank you, Platinum. And the pitch that is slapped foul out of play, and it's now 1-2. Moon Dong-ju, 5 hits in that first inning. Oh, I thought you said Park Sung-gyu was leading off. And now the 1-2 way up high, 2-2. Moon Dong-ju in the second inning calms down quite a bit. Opponents only hitting 189 against him in the second inning, as that misses inside, and we've got ourselves another full count. Second full count of the day for NC. They walked in their first one. And another 3-2 pitch fouled away, and it stays 3-2. Mm. 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball. Ito Yoon down to his knee, throws over to first, and that will be 1 away. Shaewon Jun will step in now. He's also 1 for 1 on the day, triple with an RBI in his first at bats just last inning. And just fouls that one off. Moon Dong-ju, one of the harder throwers in the league, averages 149 with his fastball. The hardest, I would say, the hardest throwing starter in the KBO since Anu Jin. His team decides to just screw everything up, as that is ripped foul, and it's 0-2. 149 is what he averages off with his four seam 47% of the time. From there, he throws a fork ball, which is something he worked on in the offseason. For those of you that live outside of Korea, Korea does not have a splitter. As that one misses way, way up high. Korea counts a splitter and a fork ball as the same thing in terms of their stats. So fork ball 19% of the time is swing and a miss, and that's going to be the first strikeout of the day for Moon Dong-ju. Last year on June 8th. Shin Min-hyuk versus Moon Dong-ju. Moon Dong-ju gave up 4 runs and took the loss. Shin Min-hyuk gave up 2 runs and got the win. And looking very similar to today, ladies and gentlemen. Shin Sung-hyun, yeah. The utility infielder. He only played a couple years later, or for a couple more years, I think. Yeah, now the 1-1 is fouled. Nope. As the shortstop in foul territory makes the catch, and 1-2-3 goes the old NC Dinos. Oh, like I said, Moon Dong-ju performs much better in the second inning. We'll go to the third. It's 4-2 NC. 40 pitches for 6 outs. That's not very good. Well, I guess Moon Dong-ju and Shin Min-hyuk are about the same. Moon Dong-ju sitting at 39 now, only 14 pitches that inning, and 37 for Shin Min-hyuk, who threw 26 in his inning. So Hanwha goes 1-2-3 in the first, then scores 2 in the seconds. NC goes scores 4 in the first, and then goes 1-2-3 in the second. Hanwha will have their leadoff hitter coming up, former NC Dino himself. Yeah, he has good stuff. He's just so inconsistent. He's just so inconsistent. All right, we're back. Sonas up will lead things off. Flew out to center field in his first at bats. 0 for 1. And the first pitch is going to be slapped into left field and makes the catch. 1 away on 1 pitch. Yeah, but Samsung, it doesn't matter if they score or not. Their bullpen is just so bad. And now Liberato looks at just strike 1, and it's 0-1. Liberato, 4-3 ground out in his first at bat, 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss on 134 changeup up above the zone, and it's 0-2. And here comes the 0-2 who says throw it in the dirts. He does, and Liberato's like, what is that crap? And it's 1-2. You're gonna have to get that family more organized. We got Beruti. And Diaz isn't fast either, so his swing reminds me of Fernandez. Really seems to be off balance with his follow through. And Liberato hacks at it, and he swung down on that pitch, and that'll be the first strikeout of the day for Shin Min Hyuk, who does not get very many of them, ladies and gentlemen. That's two away. Well, yeah, way more. But I mean, Fernandez never struck out. Now Moon Hyun Min, first pitch is past the diving Davison, and he is going to be on base with a 2 outs double as he is stretching that out. Like I said earlier, the number 3 hitter destroys the Shin Min Hyuk to a 364 average. All swing. That's like my old nickname for No Shiwan used to be No on top. Yeah, and old Chejin Hang for Hanwha, Samjin Hang. And that misses 1-0. Moon Bin hanging out at second base, and No Shiwan looks at ball 2 on the inside, and it's 2-0. Father Time looking on, trying to figure out how he can get a bunt in. Yeah, now that's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that misses up high, 3-1. And that is lifted up into a center field in front of the track, and that's 3 away. They get a 2 outs double, but leave them on base as NC will come up to bat. Bottom of the third, they're up 4-2. He will swing at anything except a strike. But I am not Chinese. That's like slander, Arpo or Armand. Maja, Katie. Lesotho, maybe Laos, Brunei. Arpo's confused. All right, the number 4 hitter coming up for NC. Davison leads things off. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI double in his first at bat. As that's in there for strike. 0-1. Yeah, we all Arpo, we all know, but that misses up high. Arpo, I think he's confused because your English is really good. As that misses in 1-2. I'm trying to watch the chat more than I'm watching the game as the splitter gets Matt Davison way out in front of that. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swings at a pitch in the dirt. And a second to strike out of the day for Moondong Ju. All right, here we go. Now we've got Pak Ganu. 0 for 1. Looks at a strike right down the middle. So, like I was saying last time, fastball, forkball also has a slider and curveball that he's going to mix those in fairly regularly. So it's not a guy that you're going to sit at fastball and you're going to get a changeup off of. It's you're going to be able. You got to look for 4 pitches against Moondong Ju. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the dirt tried to get him to chase the same thing that Matt Davison just chased, but he lays off of it. And NC has had injury troubles all year. And the 1-2 pitch misses low, 2-2. Trying to think. There's not many. One, two, three, four. 4 teams have had the same foreigners all year. NC is one of them. Logan, Riley, and Davison. Then Doosan with Irvin Logan, and Cave. And he looks like he lays off of it, but they'll check down. He does, and it's now full count to 3-2. Third full count of the day for NC. They got a walk and a 4-3 ground out in the other. As that is rolled over. Yeah, I mean, when you think of NC, they're foreign players. Like, I mean, Davison obviously won the home run crown. You had Thames, Corey Hart, Rachinsky. You had Fetty. Martini was good. As that's going to roll over to the shortstop, backhands it, throws across, and two away. And I mean, they had. I thought Scruggs played well when he was there. All right, Yu Sung. He was the last hit for NC. He singled in run number 4 back in the first inning, but looks at strike one on the outside, and it's on 1. 1 for 1 on the day for the left fielder. And a swing. I think he tipped it into the glove, but it's now 0-2. And 0-2 pitch runs way up and in, and it stays 2 strikes, 1 ball. 54 pitches now for Moondong Ju. He is kind of settled into a groove now. And 1-2 pitch runs inside. Is just as I say that, he almost hits the batter. The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss as that drops out of the bottom of the zone. Another strikeout for Moondong Ju. And like I said, he is starting to settle in, which is not good for NC as we go to the 4th inning. It's 4-2. NC. 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Is Daegu hotter than Ulsan? I thought Daegu and Ulsan were the 2 hottest. Ah, all I know is the last 2 years have been absolutely brutal. Like, my lord, the summers have just been absolutely awful. All right, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Hanwha will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming out. Shin Min Hyuk sitting at 48 pitches. And your butt, Stefan. And your butt. As the first pitch is way outside, and that's 1-0. Captain Silver Starfish. Oh, I don't have him. I don't have him behind me anymore. Because that's a right in the top of the zone, and it's 1-1. No, I've cycled whenever I was doing Ironman stuff. The farthest I've cycled is 100 or about 200 kilometers, as that is fouled. And 1-2. Yeah, the longest doubles. I did a double century training for Ironman Malaysia back in 2015, and then I used to do 150 to 180-kilometer routes every Saturday. And the 1-2 pitch, that's going to be grounded. Third baseman grabs it, throws across the diamond in the dirt. But Davison says, "I'll take that," and that's one away. Yeah, I was like I wouldn't have done it, but the the two guys I was riding with, one of them is like one of the top ranked cyclists in Korea. Yeah, the main guy, he yeah, one of the top ranked cyclists, the distance cyclist in Korea is that misses up high to the shortstop. Shortstop RBI single in his first at bats. And that misses inside, and it's 2-0. Yeah, she actually made a trip outside of Seoul. So surprised. And 2-0 misses up high, 3-0. Yeah. The other thing is Stefan, this was not on my road bike. This was on my triathlon bike. So like that was a lot of bent over, and I'm riding with guys that are disc brakes up in the front, panniers. They've got titanium bikes, and I'm in my carbon triathlon bike. As the 3-1 is ripped foul, runs the count full. Another full count. Second full count of the day for Hanwha. They walked in their first. Came around to score was Noshiwan. And the 3-2 pitch. In the dirt, and he walks him. Two full counts and two walks for Hanwha. That puts the tying run at the plates in Ito Yoon. Fun fact, the one game that I have been to in the Changwon Stadium, in NC's new stadium, I believe was a 1-0 win. Kim Minu pitched against NC, and Ito Yoon hit a solo shot to give Hanwha the 1-0 win. And a swing and a miss there, though, and it's 0-1. Ito Yoon, a well-known power hitter. And he lifts that one into center field. Center fielder is under it, and that's 2 away. Ito Yoon, what's up, Juke? Ito Yoon waiting to save his power for when it really matters. Two away now for Shin Min Hyuk and NC. 60 pitches for Shin Min Hyuk. 11 in the first, 26 in the second, 11 in the third, and now he's facing Che Jae-hoon, getting ready to throw his 13th pitch of the fourth inning here. Che Jae-hoon, well, first we're going to have a time. Oh, Stefan, it was definitely juiced last year, man. Ooh, that was not a strike? Ooh. I thought that was a strike. It caught the bottom of the zone, but must have missed the back half. And the 1-0 pitch misses up and out, and it's 2-0. Uh, Again, Stephen, you got to go to Jomshill next year. Way more home runs. The ball was juiced until 2018, and then in 2019, they changed it. Beautiful strike on the outside corner. And that misses outside, a 3-1. Yeah, the center field and right and left field isn't the problem. It's at Jomshill. It's the design. It's the center field wall. It's not short as in high or short, but it's short as in lengthwise, and that causes the as that's another walk. Walks the number 6 hitter, walks the number 8 hitter, and that's gonna bring up Iwan Suk. Yeah, next year's the last year for Jomshill. They'll do. I think they're redesigning the Olympic Stadium next to it. Is Iwan Suk first pitch pops it up, second baseman out into the grass, and that will be 3 away. They leave 2 more on. They've left 4 on. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-2 NC. Yeah, so my understanding is starting next year. So next year they're redesigning the Olympic Stadium that's next to it, and then after next year they're redesigning the Olympic Stadium that's next to it. They'll LG and Doosan will play there while they're redoing and creating the dome for LG and Doosan that should open in 2032. No, that's SSG's new stadium. Yeah, SSG's new stadium will be have the Starfield Mall adjoined to it. That's supposed to open up next year, I believe. I've never even been to Canada. New Coca-Cola Zero. Better than old Coca-Cola Zero, I guess. I've never drank it. All right, NC is going to have their 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up as they look to try to figure out Moon Dong-ju as he is retired the last 8. A brown teddy bear. Yeah, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Park Se-hyuk walked in his last at bat to swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. Park Se-hyuk was with Doosan whenever Yang Yi came to NC, and then when Yang Yi went back to Doosan, Park Se-hyuk came down here to Doosan or NC. As he looks at that pitch, he should have bought a ticket if he's not going to swing the bats. That's a strikeout to number 4 for Moon Dong-ju. Chong. Chook. Chook. As that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone to Soho Cho. Soho Cho flew out to right field in his first at bat. Yeah, Muljong. Mulchong. You should have you should name it Gun if you bought it in America. As he chops that one foul, and it's 0-2. Whoops, wrong side is that pitch. Up high, and it's 1-2. So 1-2 pitch and misses outside 2-2. What did you eat, Zarpo? And the 2-2 misses outside also. Runs that count full. Mandu. Gun Mandu? Mul Mandu? Kogi Mandu? Oton Mandu. And the 3-2, that's going to be trouble. Noshiwan on foul territory, though, reaching over, but into the dugouts. Ah, Gun Mandu. That's probably my favorites. Tang Su Yuk, Jajangmyeon, and Gun Mandu. And the 3-2 is fouled away. 153 on the gun there. Yeah, Wong Mandu. I do like me some Wong Mandu. And another foul on ball 4 is that's is fouled away again. Ninth pitch of this at bats. And the 3-2 sets up on the outside and misses. Whoa! Better check out that ABS system because that did not look like a strike. Wow. Must have had a loose thread that caught the outside corner. Moon Dong-ju didn't think it was a strike. Wow. Wow. Yeah, another 1-1. And that's right back at Moon Dong-ju. It hits him, rolls all the way into foul territory. And that is not good as Moon Dong-ju is on the ground, it right into his arm. And he is covering his face, ladies and gentlemen. That was lined right back at him. 안녕하세요. right into the forearm. And check the replay here. So hard hit. I don't know. And that is not good for Hanwha. They have avoided any. They have avoided injuries as Jodong-wook will quickly get warmed up. So Moon Dong-ju done now. Che Jung-won on first base. Flips the lineup back over. But that is something Hanwha fans do not want to see. Again, they have one of the reasons why Hanwha has been in the situation that they are is because obviously with the great pitching and timely hitting and bullpen up to this point, but whoa. This is not good for Hanwha. Jo Dong-wook will again come in. He is not pitched particularly well. I look, yeah, it hit his. It looks like it hit his. He was grabbing his right forearm. They're grabbing it, so I mean, I obviously don't think it's broken at all. Jo Dong-wook will again have as much time as he needs. 368 ERA, 51 games, 2-2, 44 innings, 3 holds, 311 batting average against. The big thing is walks. 21 walks in 44 innings, 28 strikeouts. Yeah. Che Jung-won immediately touched first and went over to check on him. And again, you can tell that the life has been sucked out of the stadium. Hanwha obviously has Ponce and Weiss, the ridiculous 1-2 combo for them. Yuan Jin has pitched well, but not very consistent. Moon Dong-ju has been pretty steady, especially since the All-Star break. Then, yeah, I mean, Wang Jun I saw him walking with the pitchers today, so I imagine he will be back anyway to take over that 5th spot in the rotation. So it might be he comes back for the 5th spot, and then Om Song Baek would have to come back to take the the 4 spots if he is not able to pitch or misses a couple spots in the rotation. I've looked at the weather, mainly because I'm trying to decide if I can ride the motorcycle or not. I've looked at the weather and it doesn't look like any rain is coming, which is a big deal because without any rain coming, you have to have 5 starters. Jo Dong-wook has started a few games. Is that Son Hyuk? Yep, that's the Cardinals GM. Jo Dong-wook. All right, so we've got a lefty now. Kim Ju-won switches over again. He's the only switch hitting Korean player that I know of. Well, actually, there is one more switch hitter. Well, he's listed as a switch hitter. I will give you all the guesses in the world. The player that is listed as a switch hitter is on the Hanwha Eagles team. The only other one that is at least registered as a switch hitter that I know of. As they pick him off, that's the 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 6 pick off, and he slaps him in the head. And that will be the end of that inning. As we will go to the 5th inning. KBO doing KBO things. Woo Ja-wook with another one. No. That is a massive, massive blow to Hanwha. Their bullpen has already had some problems. Yeah. Yeah, because Ponce next weekend against SSG, yeah. Yeah, so should be, yeah. Weiss should pitch on Tuesday and then again on Sunday. Because I've looked, but I will say there does seem some rain later in the week. Like Saturday, Sunday is showing some rain. I wonder what phone we should buy. Should I start streaming like this? I'm not actually going to use the phone. I'm just going to talk right into the camera. But I'm going to hold the phone here for advertisement because it looks really, really, really stupid. All right. We've got coming up for Hanwha. Back to the top of the lineup of 1, 2, 3 hitters. I could never get a Samsung deal. I have too much respect for myself. And that's in there for strike 1-1. I got one set of AirPod Pros in this year, one set of AirPod Pros in this year. As that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle. And Sonah Sup is on base for the first time today. Got a Mac Mini Pro running my my stream. I've got a MacBook Pro over there. I got my iPad Pro down here. I've got my iPhone Pro Max over here, and I got another iPhone Pro, or no, an iPhone X or something in the other room. oh, and I don't have it on, but my Apple Watch. Liberato steps in now, and that is crushed, but foul. That was crushed. Yeah, when I moved to Korea, I had a Samsung, but the batteries are just crap. And when they made it so you couldn't replace the batteries yourself, I was like, it's not worth it. It was the 0-1, and that is off the handle. A right fielder coming in makes the catch and one away. Yeah. Samsung may take better pictures, but iPhones take way better video. Sure, Arpo. That's Mrs. Low, ball one. Struck out at a pitch in the dirt, as that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. A beautiful toss by the second baseman to get the lead runner. Absolutely fantastic play by Pak Minu on a slow grounder up the middle. Pak Minu picked it up, scooped it, a quick toss to his right, and gets Kim Ju On catching it just ahead of the slide from Sonas up. It was beautiful. Beautiful defensive play by Pak Minu. That's going to bring up a Noshiwan. Rips that, but it's right into the netting, and the ball boy will have to make a move. Sure, this stadium sounds like a Hanwha home game. And the 0-1 popped up in foul territory and it just gets out of play. Estoy muy lleno. Okay. Debula. Well, you got a runner on base. He can't score. You can't hit a home run now. As the 0-2 in the dirts. Blocked this time, and it's 1-2. Again, a runner, or you got a 0-2 count, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Well, of course, you got to throw it in the other batter's box in the dirt, hoping to get him to chase. We have actually the top of the fifth here. I know. And I was expecting some, as the 1-2 is fouled into the dirts. I was actually expecting quite a few. Again, Shin Min Hyuk has given up 19 home runs on the season. number one in the league in a stat you don't want to be number one in. Moon Dong-ju has had his issues with home runs over the years. This year, not really. Only gave up 5 home runs so far on the year. But here comes the 1-2 pitch. Misses low, 2-2. Chewante, what is he doing? And misses inside, a 3-2. Another full counts. Second full count of the day for Noshiwan. Third of the day for Hanwha. They walked in the other two. She has been she practiced that all the way down to Changwon on the train with her little flip. And here we go, the 3-2. And a chopped foul. Stays 3-2. 80 pitches now for Shin-Min Hyuk. He's a guy that I mean, he hasn't really been going too deep into games because he's running into troubles. 94 pitches in his last game. 100 before that, 91, 79, 90. 6, 4.15, 3.2, and 6. So what? Why? And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Crushed. There's your home run. And tie game. Like I said, this guy gives up a ton of home runs. There's your home run, Arpo. All right, Chaein Sung steps in now. And strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, check swing, but oh, who said he didn't go around? Really? 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 Can we get a replay from the first base side? No? And that is a broken bat, foul into the netting above the tarp. And Noshiwan will run a bat out to his captain. This is cutter right over the middle of the plates. Middle, and middle of the Hanwha bullpen. Another 1-2 pitch. Ripped foul. And we'll get another one. Sounds good. We'll be here. Will the score still be 4-4? Not only does Hanwha tie it up, SSG also ties the score against LG, and they've got the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Hanwha just coming up roses right now. That one he went around with, and that will be a strikeout number 2 for Shin-Min Hyuk. But he gives up the 2-run shot to Noshiwan, And Hanwha ties it at 4. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Massive, massive 2-out, 2-run shots on a full count. Really? Grand slam? From Heredia? Oh, wow. Not only that, it's a grand slam because the catcher had an error on a sacrifice bunt. Sacrifice bunts, error on the catcher ends up putting runners on, leading the bases loaded for Heredia. Wow. Hanwha just coming up roses in the 5th inning today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. They'll have the top of the lineup coming up. Joe Nuk out there now. Sets up on the outside and runs inside. 1-0. Your English is fine. The 1-0 pitch misses inside, and it's 2-0. Joe Nuk again came in and picked off Che Jung-won over at first base. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Kim Ju-won hitting 500 against Joe Nuk in his career, 2 for 4. And the 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside. Misses. No, he does catch the top of the zone. Hanwha getting the ABS breaks today, ladies and gentlemen. Getting the ABS breaks. Ah, that's what it is. And the 2-2 is a slapped foul. Stays a 2-2. Only game that isn't a absolute slugfest is the Kia Doosan game. And the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside, misses up, and that's runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for Kim Ju-won. 5th full count of the day for NC. They had a walk, a ground out to the second baseman, ground out to the shortstop, and a strikeout looking on still a questionable call. As that is going to be a single into right field. And he is going to be on base for the second time today. The last time he was on, he came around to score. $60-3 Doosan, or 30-6. I remember that game was last year. Kim Ju-won needs a new pair of pants. He's got a big rip in the leg of his. You need to be past my Korean level. My Korean level is not good enough. As that is a strike on the inside, and it's 0-1. And here come nope. I used yesterday. I used Korean in front of my morning students, and they freaked out. They was like, "Oh my god!" Another check over. Yeah, the issue for Korean is just it's so the vocabulary. There's so many more words that are used regularly, as that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. 0-2. But on top of that, you've got where you're really learning three different languages when you're learning Korean because you're learning Banmal, Jondaemal, and then obviously it's they have so many like very specific grammar points. And here comes the nope check over again. Kim Juwon easily back. And the 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, bobbles it, throws to second. And that will just be a 4-6 putout as Ito Yoon with a bobble there is cost them a double play. Yeah. 네. 되겠습니다. 씁니다. 니 하는다. 한다. Oh man. And like so many like use because also, but you can't use also if you're using a Oya Heyo, and you can't use Uniga if you're talking about something that changed something else. Oh man, it's ridiculous. And the 0-1 pitch in the dirts, 1-1. All right, nope. Wow, you got umpires rocking the Nike wristband. Somebody got a raise. Check over at first. Would love a limit on checks over at first. Yeah. And runs inside, almost hits him. And that will be a stolen base from Chaewon Jun. Gets himself out of the double play, and it's 2-1. All right, this game is just and the 2-1 is grounded, but it's foul, and it's 2-2. Yeah, not cleaning time, tar time, nicotine time. Dambe Pyunen Shigan. And the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside and he checks and he gets picked off. No, he's safe underneath the tag, it looked like to me. And they are going to video replay this. And Hanwha, again, the worst in the league in terms of video replays. The throw beat it, but it looked like he got under the tag to me. The umpire, the third base umpire also called him safe. Got him there on the shoulder. But where is his hand? Yeah, safe. Looked like his hand was. No, the I don't know. No idea. I think he's out. The girl behind the umpires looks like she's going to prom. I think he's out, but nothing. Everyone is Arpo. I don't stream anywhere else. Everyone's in YouTube chat. I think he's out. No. Wow. Yeah, like this. The important thing was it was he was called safe on the field. If he was called out on the field, I think they call him outs there. Is Pak Minu now? Thank you, Hooney. And that is lifted into center field. Liberato will be not coming in on it, as he will slide in, and that will be a sacrifice fly to center field. And a huge second stolen base puts NC back in the lead. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. And that'll be it for Jordan Ook, as they'll go to another reliever. Ito Yoon, the big bobble there at second base, not able to make the double play. Chaewon Jun able to get through it, and here comes Pak Song Won. So Hanwha will go to the bullpen again. Another bullpen arm coming in. I think that's still Hooney there. Oh, head first slide at first. This dumbest thing that Koreans do all the time for some reason. Hanwha is playing with one less pitcher. So they're going through relievers, and they went through relievers yesterday. They're going to go through them again today. It's going to be an issue. No, it is definitely. I'm making a cleaning time break because I have got to. This is all the water I got left. Yeah, I noticed that, Kiwi. That was really strange. I was extremely confused by that. Unless he was like a special. No, because yeah, I don't know why they didn't bring anybody up. It was really strange. But Park Song Won out on the mound, 3.27 ERA on the season. 60 games, 4-3 on the season. Park Song Won will greet Davison. Davison 1 for 2, and that is ball one. Park Song Won is the answer to earlier's trivia question, ladies and gentlemen. The only other listed switch hitter in the KBO, the Korean switch hitters, would be Park Song Won. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. As that one is lifted up, might get out of play. The ball boy doesn't know what he's doing, and that's will be 1-1. Really? Population down that far? As a check swing, foul again. Korea needs to be more open to foreigners if they don't want their population to dwindle. That's misses outside. Everybody wants to live in Seoul, but nobody can afford to live in Seoul. Foreigners don't want to come to Korea because, well, they can't stay. As the 2-2 is crushed into center field, but Liberato under it, and that will be 3 away. But NC takes the lead on a single, a couple stolen bases, and a sacrifice fly as they get the lead back. We'll go to the 6th inning after the break. All right, so we be back, ladies and gentlemen. Shin Min Hyuk is still out there. He will right away. He'll face the shortstop. I have to restart everything here. There we go. And first pitch is outside. Ball one, 1-0. Shortstop, a 1-for-1 on the day. Singled and an RBI in his first at bat, and then a walk in his last at bats. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Sets up on the outside, right at the knees, and he slaps that one foul. 1-2. Bullpens could be the difference. Only all right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, slaps the glove on the ground, throws it in the dirt in the inside, and it's 2-1. 2-2. Moondong Ju in the dugouts now. He got his arm taped up, so seems to be okay. 90 pitches now for Shin Min Hyuk, and sets up right at the waist, and that's grounded, but it's foul, and it stays 2-2. It does look like he's got some swelling there. That's right here, some swelling. Yeah, another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the third strikeout of the day for Shin Min Hyuk. And what is he doing? Is he mad because he struck out? Is the crybaby comes out as Shin Min Hyuk is pumped about getting a strikeout? Better go have a drink and calm down, buddy. As Pak Minu comes running in and says, "What is your deal? Calm down. Go back to the dugouts." Yeah, don't apologize. The benches are still empty. Pak Minu playing peacemakers like, "Hey guys, this is stupid." What is he so? Yeah, bench clearing because the shortstop struck out and was upset that the pitcher celebrated. And he kept looking over for his looking over at the bench. He's like, "Wait, you guys are coming, right? You guys are coming, right? Yeah, you guys are coming. I don't want to go out here by myself." 92 pitches for Shin Min Hyuk. All right, here we go. Sets up on the outside to Ito Yoon. Looks up high, and it's 1-0. I still don't know what he's upset about. Maybe he should get kicked out of the game and throw a helmet at the and hit his bench coach in the head again. As Ito Yoon looks at the 1-0, is pops it up, but gets out of play, and it's 1-1. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Ripped foul. Yes, the bat flip for a double, or the bat, even better, the bat flip for an out. Bench clearing because somebody who's younger celebrated that somewhat on somebody who's older, and bunting when it's stupid. As the 1-2 is ground a ball right back to the pitcher, makes the catch, underhand toss, and 2 away. Bat flip for a balk. Hanwha doesn't like it when the other pitchers celebrate, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what? Ito Yoon quickly jumps in, being the better man that he is. And a beautiful pitch in there for a strike, as it looked like it was cutting off outside the zone, but cut back and was a strike at the top of the zone on the inside. Yeah, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's a ground ball. Third baseman's going to have to make a play, running in a quick throw in time. And that's the 1-2-3 for Hanwha as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Hanwha down 5-4. And they will come up to bats with their 5, 6, 7 hitters. Oh, God. Arpo. Other breaking news, LG ties it at 7-7 on a, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, a grand slam by OG Wan. The sixth inning has not been good to Hanwha. So elsewhere around the league, Doosan's up 2-1. 2-1. Doosan's up on Kia. KT is still down 4-2 against Cume, but they've got a runner on second with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Again, LG and SSG tied at 7, and then Arpo's been giving us updates. Samsung's still up 3-1 against Lotte. That is in the bottom of the 7th there. So score watching. Not good news for Hanwha, as they've given up the broke the tie with the sacrifice, and then LG ties it up. Yeah, Ojuwon is very overrated. He is, to me, one of the most overrated players in the league. I don't know what he's talking to him. I don't know what he's talking to, like what he's talking to his pitcher. Like he's excited. His team's winning. His team's trying to get in the playoffs. Maybe if the coaches showed some excitement and some fire, maybe they wouldn't be so bad. All right, it's Pak Song-wan is still out there. The first one is fouled off by Pak Ganu. Pak Ganu 0 for 2 on the day, 4-3 ground out and a 6-3 ground out. Yeah, his defense is fantastic. As that's in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 0-2. Oops, wrong side. Yeah, another grand slam. That misses up high. 1-2. Yeah, I would say He is the best defensive third baseman in the league. Way, way outside at 2-2. And best defensive shortstop is obviously Hanwha Jun is the best defensive shortstop, but his offense is just miserable. Best overall shortstop, it would have to be between Kim Ju-won and Kim Jae-hyun. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Way up and in. Almost hits him. Second full count of the day for Park Gun-woo, and the sixth of the day for NC. Yeah, he needs to have the pitchers hitting for him. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. That was weird. And he walks him. My camera just restarted for some reason. Yeah, I know. My camera just restarted for some reason. I'm gonna restart it real quick. There we go. I think that's about where I was before. But anyway, Park Gun-woo is over on first base now, and that brings up Yu Sung, who looks at ball one low. And that checks over on Park Gun-woo. Oh, Yu Sung, RBI single back in the first inning, struck out in his second inning, or second at bat. Yeah, and here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be a single at least, and that might be a double. That's going to roll to the wall as Park Gun-woo is going to cruise into third base. And that is a double, moves the runner over to third. They've got runners on second and third with nobody out. The problem now is Hanwha is going to be down a couple runs, so they need number 16's bat more than they need Shimu Jun's defense. You've got runners now, first, second, and third, nobody out. So they're going to have a pinch hitter. The man, the myth, the legend, the greatest stance in the KBO, Guanidong. Yeah. Oops. Gotta fix that. And he lays off of it, but it's a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. He's safe, maybe. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up on the outside. That is not over the outside. That is going to drop in. And you've got runner coming on home, and NC adds to their lead on the pinch hits. RBI single by Guanidong. That moves the runner over to third base also. So now you've got the runner on first and third with the number 8 hitter. Again, you've got a bullpen for Hanwha that is so overused. Nice throw there by Iwan Suk, though. Nice throw by Iwan Suk, I will say. RBI single by Guanidong. Park Ganu comes on in and scores. Yu Sung moves over to third base, and Hanwha is now in a lot of trouble. Again, they got a bullpen that is absolutely destroyed. They all pitched yesterday. They're all going to be pitching again today. As again, when I looked at the roster, it seemed like they were short a guy. As Guanidong will be done. They'll have a pinch runner here for him. See if I can get a look at his name on the back. Soho Chol steps in and checks over on the runner. Which Lee Sung-hyun, right-hander or left-hander? Utu, Chatu. Ah. Chun Jae-won. And that is a foul away. 0-1. Park Sang-won now at 16 pitches, but the important thing is he's out there for a second inning. That's why he has those silver sliding gloves. And nope, checks over on him again. Yeah, does a little bear crawl back. I love it. You look at the NC fans; none of them have regular uniforms on. They all have the various cartoon uniforms. As that is grounded, but foul, and it's 0-2. No, their bullpen is overused, overworked. Their manager is not very good in close situations. Why would you when you have all those cool ones? That is a strikeout looking for the second straight at bat for Soho Chol. And that's a big out, is now one away. I don't know if he's waiting for an invitation to swing or what. NC or Kia has tied their game up. It's 2-2 now. I wonder if he'll strike out Arpo, as that is going to get past him, and he is not going to come home, though. The wild pitch will move him up to second base. He did not come home, though. Probably a good idea, maybe. 19 pitches, again, 20 to 22 pitches is about Park Se-won's limits. An infield hit. Well, he does have some speed. As here comes the 1-0 pitch, sets up way outside. The back pick. That was a pickoff. That was a designed back pick pickoff. All right, so now we've got a 2-0 count, sets up on the outside. And that is going to be a ball that's missed the sign. But how do you miss the sign? You've got pitch com. As it is an ABS system, it is a strike somehow. But again, another ball gets away as Che Jae-hoon had no idea what he was doing. I think he borrowed EJ Wan's glove, maybe. All right, we've got a 2-1 count. Thank you, AKT. Thank you, thank you. Oh, 21 pitches for Pak Sang-won. 2-1 counts. Runners on the second and third, and he chops that one foul, and it's 2-2. Hanwha's on their third pitch. 4KT? Is that what it was? I can't see. 4KT? Maybe that makes more sense. I can't I can't see on my screen very well. Maybe he will let us know in a minute or two. All righty, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. A huge strikeout again by Pak Sang-won. And that flips the lineup back over. Yeah, I need to change that. I still have my Hanwha uniforms on all of that stuff. All right, Kim Ju-won now. Back on the left side. First pitch is fouled away. And it's 0-1. If NC's not able to get more than one run here, you have to think that Hanwha is going to be real happy about it. Again, you started with a second and third, nobody out. You got an RBI single, 3 wild pitches, yet nobody came home to score. And the 0-1 just catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. You don't have to send money. Hello to the money, TT, not cry. You don't have to send money, man. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. And swing and a miss as Pak Sang-won celebrates when he walks off. I wonder if Kim Ju-won should go to try to fight him like Hanwha's shortstop did. Barely gets through that. Three strikeouts for Pak Sang-won. 2 left on for Hanwha or for NC. That was a massive, massive performance by Pak Sang-won. Again, the situation, man, the situation, you had a walk and then a double. You have runners on second and third, nobody out. You get an RBI single by Guanidong to put them up 6-4 there. But then, well, you have a wild pitch. You have Yu Sung on third, who's not very fast, but at the same time, yeah, you had 2 guys that were all 3 wild pitches basically, and didn't come home to score, and then they end up striking out. 3 strikeouts. That is massive. That has got to put at. And even though Hanwha gives up a run there, a run in both the last innings, you almost feel like now Hanwha has the momentum. You almost feel they'll have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. No. It is 4KT. No, he's at 98 pitches. There's no way he comes back out. Yeah, it says he's coming back out. Nope, we've got a new pitcher here. So Kim Young-gyu out on the mound, 1.25 ERA, 24 games, 1-1 on the season, 21 2/3 innings. So Yeah, there'll also be some other changes. Obviously, they'll have a new catcher, as that is in there for a strike. Kim Hyung Jun takes over back behind the plates. I'll get that change as soon as I can find it. Oh, Kim Young Gyu. All right. And did he go around? Says no. Does look like he got out. Is here we go. Now I think I can get everything fixed and situated. Oh, Ewan Suck 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right in his first, and then a pop up to the second baseman in his second at bat, and looks it to ball two up high. UG Huck. How is UG Huck with runners in scoring position? And that is going to be lifted into center field. Going back is Chaewon Jun under it. Nope, Che Jung Won, sorry. He gave it a ride. He had to turn around quickly to get to it, but got under it a little bit too much or not enough. One of the two. One away now. That's going to flip the lineup back over to Sonos up. Now let's fix the lineups as there's some changes. Chun Jae Won goes over, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Chun Jae Won goes in to left field. Yu Sung comes out. And that's low, ball one. And Sonos up gives that a ride, but the center fielder over to make that play. And two away. All right, I think everything is fixed and situated now. So coming up now, Liberato. Liberato does have some power, as that's just up high though, and it's 1-0. Liberato 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out or 4-3 ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out to right field. That is fouled away. Drops the bats though. Yeah, Hanwha recruited him to win, but by bringing Sonos up, they've taken away Kim Tae Yun. So they really, to me, they didn't improve that much. Is that is a foul, and it's 1-2. The other problem with bringing somebody that late is you have a team that is playing well and has a good dynamic, but you're bringing in an outside player who may not fit personality wise with the team. But Kim Tae Yeon in the leadoff spot is a 300 hitter. As the 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Yeah, and then the 2-2 is going to be grounded to the third baseman, grabs it, throws, and 1-2-3 go. The Hanwha Eagles again. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. NC 6, Hanwha 4. Kim Hyun, didn't they just re-sign him this offseason? Like he was a free agent, I think. For KT. Are you a KT fan? And SSG is taking the lead. They're now up 8-7 on LG, but LG's got a runner on first. Nobody out in the top of the 7. Again, I don't know why it keeps doing this. I think it's just so hot in my apartment. I don't know what it is. Yeah, 4KT. Is it KD like KATIE, or is it KT as in like K? Are you a KT fan? I don't know why my camera's being all weird, but KT is up. There is down 4-3 in the top of the ninth with the runner on first and seconds and one out. Again, Cume does not have a closer. Now, maybe. Maybe they're a big fan of the Kalishnikov. All right, so we've got to the bottom of the 7th. Out on the mound is Ju Hyun Song, a 3.97 ERA, 39 games, 4 wins, 1 loss. Oh, he will face Chaewon Jun to lead off. Yeah, and the first pitch is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Box, Mac Verstappen? I don't even know what that means. All right, here we go. The first pitch to, or second pitch to Chaewon Jun up high. Ball 1, 1-1. Chaewon Jun 1 for 3 on the day, but couple stolen bases and a run scored to give NC the lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th at the time. And a swing and a miss there, 1-2. Hanwha has a very, very hard throwing back of the bullpen. Well, they have to since Moon Dong-ju got hit by the comebacker. And a swing and a miss at a pitch over his head, and 4 straight strikeouts for NC. Yang Do-gun. All right, so 1 away now. Pak Minu steps in. A sacrifice fly gave them the lead back in the 5th inning. Also has an RBI triple and a run scored in his first at bat. First pitch is ripped towards NC's guys warming up. Pak Minu. There's Pak Minu's tattoo. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And up high, 1-1. Oh, Pak Minu. I would have to say that he's got to be the best second baseman in the league at this point, right? I don't know. Well, Junmin Jae is the 1-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner, and it's 1-2. The home plate umpire tried to ring him up on strikeout and strike 2. Well, let's watch the home plate umpire ring him up. Then I got to show him. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 counts. And that's chopped foul as he tries to take out his first base coach. Well, better to believe in Buddhism than Umju Unjan. in his career 400 against Ju Hyun Song, and that's up high 2-2. Baechan Sung, that's the number 3 pick in last year's draft, right? And a swing and a miss. 5th straight strikeout for Hanwha. Why are you shaking your head, coach? Do something. That brings up Davison. Davison, RBI double and a run scored in the first, a strikeout in the third, a fly out to center in the eighth or the fifth, and up now in the seventh. Swing tips it into the glove, but it's a strike one, 0-1. Back into this bullpen is picking up right where Moondong Ju left. Yeah, he throws hard, but he's so wild. He's still a thrower, not a pitcher. That's up way outside. Another pitch off the plate. Swing and a miss by Davison. Look at the spin on that baby. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hanwha looking for their 6th straight strikeout. Sets up in the other batter's box. Doesn't chase that one, though, and it's 1-2. All right, the 1-2 sets up way outside again. And he swings at a pitch over his head, which is pretty difficult for a 6'4" guy as he fouls it away, though. Park Sung, why does Park Sung Gyu play center field and not Kim Sung Yoon? Yeah, another 1-2 pitch sets up way in the other batter's box again. A swing and a miss at a pitch below the zone. And another pitch way off the plate and down below the zone gets Davison. 6 straight strikeouts for Hanwha. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's 6-4 NC. Ah. 6 straight strikeouts for Hanwha's bullpen. Uh-oh. All right. Kim Jin-ho out on the mound for NC. Again, this NC bullpen and NC closer is, I would say, probably, well, Samsung's closer is pretty bad, and obviously QM has gone through a couple closers this year. All right, Kim Jin-ho comes out. He will face the 3-4-5 hitters for Hanwha. ERA of 3, 54 games, 51 innings, 184 batting average against. He's got to get through this. I would say this is the game. This is the game to me, in my opinion. As that pitch is in there for a strike, as Moon Hyun Bin fakes the. Kim Han Byul moves over to third. Soho Chol moves over to first as Davison comes out. And misses outside, 1-1. This is the inning that they have to do. I don't think they have a chance if they don't do it now. And just misses on the inside, and it's a 2-1. Now, let's see. Kim Han Byul. And lays off of it up high, 3-1. They need Noshiwan to be able to get on base. Moon In Bin, Noshiwan, and then Cheon Song, as that one's fouled away. Runs the count full, 3-2. Yeah, Moon Hyun Bin has got to get on base here. Here we go, the 3-2 pitch to Moon Hyun Bin in the dirts, and that is going to be ball 4. That's the leadoff walk. That brings up a Noshiwan. He already has 1 2-run homer today. Already has 1 home run, 2-run shot today that tied the game. And almost hits him. Ball 1. Another guy that throws hard. Oh yeah, don't. Stefan thinks, okay, if I just keep talking trash about him again, maybe he'll do what he did last time. Yeah, I have seen it also. Noshiwan walked in his first at bat, came in around to score, fly out to center, and his second at bat and a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning to tie the game up at 4. And that is in there for a strike on the outside corner. 149 on the gun is lots of movements. Lots of movements here. And that misses up high, 2-1. They don't need to swing if he's not going to throw strikes. And 2-1 pitch that is lifted into right field. Goodbye, baseball. Tie game again. That was a homer pitch. Whatever you say, Stefan. massive game from Noshiwan, putting all of the comments, putting them away today. Now, as two straight two-run homers from Noshiwan have tied the game at 4 and tied the game at 6. Cheyun Sung looks at strike one on the outside. As NC fans and the 0-1 almost hits him, but he gets out of the way, and it's 1-1. Again, Hanwha's bullpen, you gotta, man, like I said, NC's bullpen is not the best, but it's looking way better than looking way worse than Hanwha's. Is a swing and a miss there. Another 1-2 pitch misses outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Still no outs here in the top of the 8th either. Shin-Min Hyuk not in line for the win. And Cho Dong-wook not in line for the loss. Another 2-2 in the dirts and runs the count full. 3-2. Again, these pitchers, for whatever reason, cannot throw strikes. Maybe they shouldn't be pitchers. And that's off of the handle as a right fielder under it. And one away. Elsewhere in the league, Kium hangs on for the win. That's, ladies and gentlemen, is 3 straight wins for Kium as they're trying to climb out of the basement. Would you? It's probably easier if you, for not for me, it doesn't matter, but for others, talking to you, it's easier to have the English name. And here we go. Apparently there was I guess a strike of some sort because it's now 0-2. I don't know if it was a pitch violation, a pitch clock violation, or what, but it's now 0-2 to the shortstop. A swing and a miss is nope, he gets a piece of it as it almost hits his foot. And it stays 0-2. Big dub, a single and a sacrifice. Good Lord, LG. As the 0-2 pitch slapped foul and it stays 0-2. LG gets a leadoff a single. And then immediately they bunt. Of course, so runner on second, top of the 7th there. They are down 7-8. Yeah, and the 0-2 pitch in the dirts. 2-2. Yeah, they're coming up when they need it. And nope, it's a 1-2 count. Says that is going to be a single into center field, and he is on base for the 3rd time today. And that'll be it for him. I imagine they're going to have Shimu Jun come in and pinch run. Yep, that'll be it for him. I imagine. Yep, Shimu Jun takes over at on first base as he will have plenty of speed, and he does not go as that was ball one up high. Yeah, check over again. No, Shimu Jun, plenty of speed, 9 for 9 on stolen bases, almost gets picked off there, but he's just in. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, got him! Got him, ladies and gentlemen. He knows it too. Oh, got him by a lot. Perfect throw, perfect catch, perfect tag. All right, Ito Yunus steps in and looks at that's a strike one. We forgot we even had a game going on. Really? In the top of the ninth? As the 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. Yeah, another 1-2. Slap to the third baseman, grabs it, throws across, and that's 3 away. But Hanwha ties it up again on another Noshiwan 2-run shot. I think I gave too many hits. Hanwha getting it done with the long ball. LG runners on first and third with 2 outs, and Shinmin J up. Top of the eighth there. Check the radar then. Changwon. It doesn't like my app doesn't show there's any rain anywhere. Surprising, surprising. It just shows that it's ridiculously hot outside. All right, here we go. Bottom of the eighth. Who's out on the mound? Ju Hyun Song is still out there. Kim Tae Yun takes over at first base instead of Chae In Sung. Oh, Kim Tae Yun over at first base. Ju Hyun Song still out there. Yeah, and Hanwha has got to run deep with their pitchers as that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And swing on a miss there, 0-2. Again, Hanwha with 6 straight strikeouts. Bakanu. Okay. 0 for 2 on the day. Misses up and in, and it's 1-2. He hit into it. Kim Sung Yoon hit into a double play. Him hitting into a double play is ridiculous. He's so fast. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, and he catches him looking. 7 straight strikeouts for Hanwha. Good Lord. Four straight strikeouts for Ju Hyun Song. Somebody needs to teach that man some backwards Ks, though. There's Kim Hyung Jun looks at ball one low and outside. 1-0. Kim Young Jun, 235 on the season. He's again took over. Yu Sung, 2 for 3 on the day. He's replaced in the outfield by Chun Jae Won after Guanidong pinch hits with an RBI single for Pak Se Hyuk. That was the last hits they had. Kim Hyung Jun looks at the ball 3-0. Big pitch here. Kim Young Jun has plenty of power. Obviously, he's not going to swing on a 3-0 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Just catches the top of the zone. 3-2. Yoon Sung Bin. And LG doesn't come in to score. Once again, the bunts with runner on first and nobody out fails to score a run. And LG's manager proves why he is the worst in the league. As that one is fouled away, runs the counts full. 3-2. Puts them up 4-1. I'm not playing the music for him. Sorry. All right, it's 25 pitches now for Ju Hyun Song. Kim Hyung Jun, 3-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, a swing and a miss and a pitch up at his eyes, and another strikeout. 8 straight strikeouts for Hanwha. 5 strikeouts for Ju Hyun Song. Five strikeouts and 5 outs for Ju Hyun Song. As here we go, swinging at everything. And there's a strike on a curveball, drops in 0-1. Chun Jae Won up at bat for his first time today. And the 0-1 pitch crushed. Goodbye, baseball. That was launched. So Arman, watch my screen, okay? All right, so this, whoops. So Armand, watch my screen. Okay, see the K? Yeah, I was getting ready to talk about the last time I remember streaming a game. He hit a big home run also. So Armand, do you see my screen? Yeah. So you can I put two of them up there. Uh so the one that is a regular string, yeah, the regular is a swinging strikeouts. The one that is backwards is a looking strikeout. As that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. So Chol has two looking strikeouts already today. Yeah, another 1-1 in the dirt. It's a 2-1. Yeah, but I don't think Koreans don't really they know what K means, but they don't understand. I've had lots of Koreans come in and like, why is your K backwards? Yeah, see, here comes the 2-1 pitch to no Kimmy Jeep, not Soho Chol. Pinch hitting here. Kiwi loves some Kimmy Jeep. And just misses outside. It's 3-2 now. Another full counts. And that one is also turned on and it goes. Goodbye, baseball. Back to back home runs puts NC up 8-6. Back to back home runs by guys who didn't even start. Keep Ju Hyun Song out there, sure. Right down the middle. 34 pitches now for Ju Hyun Song. Yeah, he's given up a ton of home runs this year. The 0-1 low in the dirt, it's 1-1. Eugene Ook coming in for NC to try to hold on for the save. That is in the dirt. It's 2-1. The life sucked out of Hanwha as they have battled back multiple times, but given the game right back up. Yeah, and here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside, and that's going to be a chopper. Shortstop grabs it, backhands off his foot, and he has an infield single as they are not giving up yet. They want more, more, more. Lotte with another loss. Are you going to keep Ju Hyun Song out there? Yep, keeping him out there. Kim Ju on. That's huge for Samsung. They've got to do something. Oh, Doosan walked it off? Doosan with 2 straight walk-offs against Kia. So the 2-3 or the 3-4 looks like the 3-5 are going to lose again. And here we go. Misses outside, ball 1. 1-0. 38 pitches for Ju Hyun Song as Hanwha's manager continues to destroy his bullpen's arms. Man. Do I have a T-Rex sound? What do I have? A cat, a fart, a toilet flush, a donkey. My favorite. I love the donkey sound. And I don't know what that was. They pointed over there as he started to go, backed off, spun around, threw over, then faked like he overthrew the ball. Steven, I told you. I told you. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Foul as he was going. Yeah, I don't have a chicken. I have a cat. I got a seagull for Lotte. I got a lion for Samsung. Yeah, it's the cat is for Samsung and the lion. They're next to each other. And then I got a bear. You got a tiger. All right, so maybe we're gonna get another pitch sometime. Yeah, I need to find some dinosaur sounds. As here comes the 1-1 pitch. He goes, and he is easily stealing seconds. He has a strike on the inside corner though, and it's 1-2. Yeah. Well, this is what I usually just do for Hanwha. Or this one. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that is fouled away, and it stays 1-2. 41 pitches now for Ju Hyun Song. This is probably the one that I used the most whenever I was only streaming Hanwha games. No, I cannot say I do. And checks on the runner at second, but he slides back in. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Maybe. Sets up on the outside to down at the knees and throws it into the dirt. It gets way away. And it gets way, way, way away. So far away that he's going to be in there. And a 2-base wild pitch as he comes around to score from second base. The wild pitch gets away. And wow. That what speed do, ladies and gentlemen. That what speed do. Here, Kiwi, let me help you. Wow. I don't have poop. I'll have this. All righty. The 2-2 pitch pops him up. That is trouble. Oh, what a play by Shimu Jun, who throws his glove up at the last seconds, makes the catch, but back-to-back home runs by NC, then an infield single, and a stolen base and a wild pitch, manufacturing a run. That was ridiculous inning, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely ridiculous. Runner again, you had runners on first, second, and third in the sixth inning. Hanwha strikes out 3 in a row, comes out in the seventh, strikes out 3 in a row, comes out in the eighth, strikes out 2, then gives up a back-to-back homers, a single. He steals a base and then comes home on a 2-base wild pitch to score another one. That was a true KBO inning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they will have their closer, Ryu. Ah, that's not the right. That's not the page you guys want to see. That's the page that that's the page that I see. That's one of them. All right, it's the first pitch to pinch hitter An Chi Hong. Got the catcher, one of the best hitters on the team, up. So you pinch hit him with one of the worst hitters on the team, and now it's 1-1. Those extra runs are huge because I do not trust NC's bullpen. That is lifted, but caught. With the bat flip, you would think that it was a grand slam. But one away. That brings up Iwan Suk. Will a pinch hit here? Is the question. All right, so you got a pinch hit here. Eugene Young will pinch hits. Oh, 2 counts now to Eugene Young. And that is fouled away. Stays 0-2. You gonna leave Daegu for school? All righty, here we go. That is going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop. Throws over and two away. Flips the lineup back over. Hanwha down to their final outs. Down to their final outs. I wouldn't say that yet. Again, I don't trust NC's closer. No, that's slapped, but's foul. It's Sonos up. Oops, wrong side. Whoever's in the vertical stream, nobody. All righty, here we go. The 0-1 pitch just sets up at the waist and misses low. Ball one, 1-1. And that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, a soft toss over to first. And that's will be the game, ladies and gentlemen. 1-2-3 goes Hanwha into the top of the ninth. Hyun Song will get the loss. And here, this is what I see, guys. That is what I see. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my view. Here's the other view. So this is my other view. This is the other stuff that I see. All of the score bugs here. Yeah. That's all the stuff that I'm looking at constantly whenever I'm streaming the games. So. All right, Hanwha. They fought back a couple times, but they just weren't able to keep the momentum. Early, again, Moon Dong-ju ran into lots of troubles in the first inning. It's very, very routine for him. Runs into some issues with the in the first inning. A leadoff single, a triple by Chaewon Jun, a triple by Park Min-woo on a bad play by Moon Hyun Bin, a bad angle on the ball. Then a double by Davison scores another one, and another RBI single by Lee Sung-woo or Yu Sung. So that was huge. That put them up 4-0. Hanwha gets two back in the second inning on a walk, a single, and a sacrifice fly. No Shiwan comes up big today. 2-run shots in the top of the fifth inning. Single by Sonos up, then two straight outs, but a full count, a two-run homer on a full count ties the game at 4. But Hanwha gives up a run in the bottom of the fifth, courtesy of a bobble by Ito Yoon. Ito Yoon bobbles what would have been a double play and allows Chaewon Jun to make it to first without a throw. Then he steals second, steals third on what was a pickoff, and then comes around to score on the sacrifice fly by Park Min-woo to put them ahead at that time. Then they put another run up on a double and a single to put them up 6-4. But again, no Shiwan and the top of the eighth, a leadoff walk to Moon Hyun Bin and a 2-run shots by No Shiwan again ties the game. But they go to Ju Hyun Song and he's throwing 30+ pitches. Finally gets out a solo shot by Chun Jae-won and then a back-to-back home run by Kim Hee-jeep, who pinch hit for Soho Cho. And then a single, a stolen base, and a 2-base wild pitch allows Che Jung-won to come around to score to put them up by 3, and then they go 1-2-3 in the eighth inning or the ninth inning. So a big loss by Hanwha, a big win by NC. Keep fighting back. Elsewhere around the league, Doosan walks it off again. Another walk-off victory against Kia. Then Kium wins again. That's their third straight win. SSG just added the two more runs in the bottom of the eighth. They're now up 10. Sorry, they added two runs in the bottom of the eighth. They're now up 10-7. Tomorrow, Ponce will pitch. So SSG down a 10-7. So even if obviously Hanwha did lose here, even though SSG is currently 3 outs away from beating LG, so Hanwha won't lose a game. Also, on top of that, LG lost, so they're gonna lose a game, and then SSG would win. Kia lost, so Hanwha not gonna take any damage in the standings of what happens now. Uh, so the big thing for Hanwha though is Moondong Ju. He took the comebacker straight back. He was rolling through. Took the comebacker straight back and ended up having to leave the game. It did look like he had some swelling there. So he was in the dugout. So we'll see what happens with him. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll do the Kium game again. I always do the 2 o'clock games because it's the best for those that live outside of Korea. And it's the only game going. So tomorrow will be the Kium game. If there are a lot of people watching the Kium game like last week, I will try to do the either the second game of the Hanwha NC game to see Ponce pitch, or there's a chance that I could do the Samsung Lotte game. Either one of those. Yeah, the two. I really prefer the 2 o'clock game. They're way, 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 way better for me. I feel the 6 o'clock. I feel like I'm like waiting all day to stream. But anyway, so yeah, NC gets the big victory. Ends Hanwha's winning streak, but Hanwha should be okay. Is LG again down by 3 in the ninth inning for them? So while they may lose today, but they're not going to lose any places in the standings. It doesn't seem like so. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. KT versus Kium. Kium goes for the sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Kium going for a sweep. When was the last time you heard that? So I will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock game. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, until next time.
You guys have been on code because it's ages. I never